Well, how's everybody doing today? Getting the baler here ready to go. This is a BR740 New Holland. Not a bad baler. We can do either a twine or net wrap. We don't normally do twine anymore, mainly all net wrap. But it's nice to have a backup in case something goes haywire. So, let me get this thing greased up and hook it up to Dad's 966 and see if we can get some rye rolled up. I always thought this thing looked like a big ladybug when it's got the doors open on the sides. So anyways, this does too also have the bale slice in it, and if anybody's unfamiliar with it, which I think it's kind of common anymore, but those little rolls right there have sickle sections on them. And after a bale gets a certain size, if you want them cut, you can engage those and it'll put a slice down the round bale as it's filling up. Makes it fall apart easier. It's handier when you're putting bales in the TMR and stuff. They come apart easier. Years ago, before I got the self-propelled chopper, I basically did all round bales for baleage. Mainly because Dad was working in town yet, so it'd work out that he could go round bale till whenever he had to leave, and I could finish round baling till chore time, and we'd get the bales whenever we could after chores next day and get them wrapped up, and it worked out pretty good. But I like haylage a little better for the cows. It's faster mixing. It's one of those things, yeah, you use more fuel chopping, but takes a lot of fuel to cut up a round bale too, so I don't know. The day probably evens out on that side of things, but so anyways, enough yakking there, get this thing going and get something done. Alright, got that all loaded up and strapped down. We're going to head up the road in that one field I rent. We got a little rye up there. Dad went up there and started baling here a little bit ago. Yeah, thinking too, I was loading that skid loader up. So this old truck here was 4 years old when I bought it. This trailer was brand new in 2012, I think. And that skid loader is 4 years old that I just bought. That skid loader I just bought that's 4 years old costs more than this truck and that trailer. And that's stupid. Pretty slow going. Slow going down here. Had to stop a few times. Rye was wrapping up on the rolls where the belts go, so ain't breaking any records down here so far. First time loading bales with an enclosed cab, and Air and radio, that's kind of nice. Alright, myself a load on. Normally I'd haul 10 bales, but I just did 2 rows of 4 and then the end bale stood up on end, so I'll take 9. They're pretty wet and heavy, and the trailer's only rated for 14,000 pounds. And I'd say we're there, maybe, and then some. A little green down here, especially down by these trees. That ride didn't dry up very good, and the sun was out this morning, but that didn't last long. But supposedly there's rain tomorrow, so is what it is. We'll just be a little careful. So we'll check back when we get to the farm. Well, we're getting through her. Works out about right. Time I take a load back to the farm and come back, I need to clean out them rollers. It's just a little gummy down here. I'm hoping we get back to the farm up there. It's a little drier up on the hills, so hopefully that won't wrap around the rolls quite so hard. So anyways, we'll keep at her. I wish I could take you with in the Kubota a little bit more, but it's so freaking bouncy out here. It'd probably make you guys seasick. Anyways, we'll check back in a while. Well, slow but sure. I'll tell you, it's really nice being able to use the 180 to unload. We always used to load up with the 180 because of it's got the 2-speed in it, and then we'd unload with the 40 XT. And most of the times with these wet bales, it was all the 40 could do to drag them off the trailer, or you'd stab into a bale and back up kind of at an angle and drop it right away, or else it'd just flop you right up in the air. Some of the really heavy ones, you'd have to pull the trailer so you're on the lower side of the hill, then you can pick them up and take them off if they're really heavy. So you'd unload half the trailer on one side, turn it around, and keep unloading from the downside, downside of the hill. So it's working out nice. I'm really liking that Kubota so far. And anyways, I'll take the e-brake off, head down for another. to run a rolling net wrap up here. Got him going again. I'm late for chores. He's going to try to finish baling this field yet tonight. I don't think we'll bother picking anything up. He's got a few more to bale in the morning. And supposedly the rain ain't supposed to come till tomorrow night, supposedly. And this stuff's plenty green anyway, so if it could get a little more dry time, it'd be alright. So, I guess, check back sometime tomorrow, and hopefully we can get her done. By the time we get this done, let the rain go through, we're going to have to cut the rest of the rye and see first crop hay starting to get a few buds on it. So we'll have to get after that and finish planting the corn. On and on and on and on. Alrighty, check back after a while. Alright, next day, Dad managed to get all the rye baled yesterday, or last night I guess. So we're going to try to finish picking that up today. A buddy of mine's going to come over and run the 986 in the bale cart. I don't know if I've ever showed you guys the bale cart. It's a little homemade thing Dad made years and years and years ago. He was in a car wreck coming home from work one morning, fell asleep and hit a tree. So he broke the ball in his hip. He was laid up for a long time, but he could still get around, so he bought a torch, and we always had the arc welder, and found some old junk equipment and that big I-beam and made this bale cart. It worked out real nice. It's a spreader, New Holland spreader axle under it, and he's got her beefed up pretty heavy. I was always going to give it a paint job, never got around to it. But pretty sure you could fill this full of bales and run it off a cliff and it would bounce back up and be fine. She's solid. Probably a little overkill, but hauling big heavy bales, I don't know if you can really have overkill. So anyways, I'm going to finish up stuff here and get moving bales. It's starting to drizzle just a little bit here and there, and hopefully I'll get stuff wrapped here yet this afternoon before it rains, and we'll see what happens. Alrighty, got wife's hauling with the truck and trailer, and my buddies are running the 986 in the bale cart. I'm waiting at the moment. So hopefully we'll make short work out of this. We're getting, I don't remember if I mentioned it or not, about 8 bales the acre, so pretty good so far. I don't think that later planted rye is going to amount to quite that much, but I'm happy with this stuff so far. So keep after. Oh, Mama made her back for another load. Tell you what, after all these years, I still smile whenever I see her. Sure love that old truck. Alrighty, well, we got all the bales hauled in. Feller with the tube wrapper is going to be here, but I'm going to be milking, so actually sounds like it's starting to rain. Guess they're going to get a little wet. Anyways, so yeah, I was hoping to get a little video loading the wrapper and stuff, but it ain't going to pan out, so maybe next time. We'll see what happens. I got my pallet of bags for the season the other day. That hurt the pocketbook a lot. Inoculant and all that good stuff. Guess maybe on the next one we need to get this chopper going. Hopefully we're gonna get some decent rain here the next couple of days, I really hope, instead of just this settle the dust bull crap we've been getting. So yeah, I got a different auger box to put on here, and I got new paddles to put on for the blower, so I might make a video out of that. We'll see what we get into. Alrighty, I guess I'm out of time. I'm gonna head to the barn, get going on chores. Wonderful time of day. So I guess we'll see what we get into in the next one. Hard to say. I guess we'll try to get some work done on the chopper, and unless it don't rain, then I guess we'll be haul manure again and try to plant corn. We got to cut the rest of the rye down. Check that. That's starting to flag pretty good. So I think it's high time to cut that too. So keep whittling away at things. So I guess thanks for watching. We'll catch everybody later.